Today we're doing one of my favorites, Am I the Asshole, baby? Oh my God. It's been a minute since I did one of these. I've been going I forgot the word, man. Fuck, I forgot the word. But I've been going and dipping and dodging all these other subreddits and shit like that. But this one is simply the best. This one is simply the juiciest. I went to top this week. I clicked 5 titles that I thought were interesting, and we're gonna go straight into it. Actually, before we go straight into it, make sure you subscribe because we're trying to hit 100 subscribers and like the video. All right. First, we're gonna read the title and guess what the fuck this is about. Am I the asshole for refusing to attend? Hold on. Make that bit full screen and a little bit bigger. Am I the asshole for refusing to attend my childhood best friend's destination wedding after they uninvited my wife? Oh, mouthful. Okay. Off rip. Refusing to attend. Okay. I'm gonna say, am I the asshole for refusing to? Oh, no, no, there's no way you can be an asshole for refusing to attend something. That's impossible for one. But is the other person an asshole for not inviting the wife? Maybe that person and the boy, like the guy who's talking, and his wife, they don't get along, and she's a little piece of shit. Maybe. So right now you can't be an asshole. I think this is an oxymoron. But I do think the person who uninvited the wife depends on the circumstances of why. So let's get straight into it. My best friend from childhood is getting married. He and his fiance have been together for about 7 years and planned a destination wedding. They wanted a smaller, more intimate wedding and decided to combine the bachelor and bachelorette party into a week-long trip. Yo, sounds like a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie to you. About a year ago, I was told about the wedding. I was asked to attend. I was specifically told that me and my wife are both invited. The only thing we need to pay was our airfare. Oh, everything else will be covered. Oh, okay, not bad. Over the last year, there were multiple conversations confirming that both my wife and I would be attending. Based on that, we requested and received PTO from work, bought plane tickets, and started preparing for the trip. We bought clothes and other things we would need for a week-long destination. Okay, seems like you're preparing. About a month and a half before the wedding, my friend told me there was no longer enough space for my wife. Apparently, she had been cut from the guest list and there was only room for me. It makes sense. He also mentioned that numerous guests, other guests were upset. Some people had to pay for their own accommodations elsewhere if they wanted to attend after previously being told that they would be covered, and some guests had their invitations revoked entirely. Okay, all right. From about halfway reading this, off rip, this is what it sounds like. These motherfuckers spent way too much money. They had it like a certain amount of people that they could cover, and then they realized real quickly that everybody would want to go to a destination wedding where all you have to pay is the airfare. So that's the biggest mistake that they made. And then I don't think this guy's an asshole, by the way. I think that the person typing this is an asshole because I don't understand. First of all, I think refusing to attend is the asshole part. But let's continue. I was honestly shocked. I told him if my wife couldn't attend, I wouldn't be attending either. It's nothing to do with your wife. He just knows you. He doesn't know your wife like that. That's what I'm thinking. I asked him what happened and why this situation occurred. I wanted an explanation, an honest explanation. His response was basically they didn't realize they had a well, what I fucking tell you. They didn't realize they had a capacity issue until invitations were set out. Because you gotta understand, you like in destination wedding where all I have to pay is the airfare. Oh, and I could be gone for a week. That sounds like an amazing vacation, especially if you don't do it often. I know when you get older, a lot of people get wedding invitations, and the older you get, the more common it is, and more likely you don't want to go. But this sounds like something I would love to go. It depends on the destination. Are we going to an island, like Caribbean island? Are we going to Mexico? Or are we going to Spain, Europe, something like that? That sounds cool, but like we going real far, like 10, 13-hour flight. Depends. It depends where we're going. All right. He refused to answer the what's it called capacity issue until invitations were set out. I asked how that could happen if they already knew the venue capacity beforehand. He refused to answer directly and kept saying that this wasn't about the guests because it's their wedding. I told him while it is absolutely their wedding and their choice, they had set clear expectations a year in advance and repeatedly confirmed those expectations. Now, after people had spent money, used PTO, and made plans, they were changing things and expecting everyone to be okay with it. He and his fiance had taken no responsibility for the situation and instead blamed okay, hold on, for overreacting. He also told me that I was the only one making a big deal about not being able to bring my wife to be clear, I never demanded that they re-invite her. I simply told her if my wife wasn't welcome, I wouldn't be attending either. Am I the asshole for being angry about this and refusing? First of all, you know niggas who put this shit on Reddit, they're just looking to get dick suckers from the comments. That's all. You know you're not the fucking asshole. Like, this is what I don't like about Reddit. A lot of the shit is always like so predictably you're not the asshole. We're not judging this motherfucker. We are judging the person who planned this wedding. Are they an asshole about the way that they went about this? Yes. Yes. But they also are not the asshole. They're just stupid for not realizing the capacity. Are we dead ass? English. The capacity. Like, I feel like first thing you do when you decide that you're having a wedding, and especially in the wedding planning phases, after you tell everybody, after everything's done, is you and the person that you're getting married to sit down and say, I'm inviting this amount of people, you're inviting this amount of people. What venue do we want? What this do we want? What that do we want? All right? That's the first thing. Okay? That's crazy work. That's crazy. I'm not even reading the comments. They're gonna infuriate me. Niggas just go on Reddit to get dick sucked. All right, number two. Am I the asshole for standing on business and ruining everybody's day? First of all, I immediately was like, standing on business. What could you be possibly standing on business about? And I feel like they use this term incorrectly because nowadays niggas hear something from us and all they want to do is use it in their own sentence and then they make their own definition. The other day I seen somebody say fairs is a TikTok term on Twitter. Boy, man, this world, oh my God, that shit would have heated me up. So here's what happened. Me and three of my friends were supposed to be going to an event today. The event is about a 2-hour drive from where we all live. So one of my friends was going to drive, and we are all going to ride together. Where I live, the temperatures are already well into the mid 90s, so I was already on the fence about going to the event because it was going to be semi mid 90s, semi outdoors. Is it humid over there? So my friend swings by to pick me up, and he has all the windows rolled down on his truck. He only lives a couple of minutes down the road from me, so I figured he was letting the excess heat out of the truck before turning on the AC. We drive about 10 minutes to pick up our other friends, and he still hasn't turned on the AC. Okay, kind of weird. We get up about 15 minutes on the drive, and I finally turn him, ask if he's gonna. This motherfucker says he's going to be out in it all day, so we might as well get used to it. What? What? We're gonna be out in the sun all day? We're gonna be in a fucking car for 2 hours. Yo, who the fuck is this guy? Is this guy stupid? I tell him that I'm not sitting in an unair conditioned vehicle and stop and start traffic for 2 hours, and he needs to turn. Yes, the other two people in the vehicle obviously agree with me. We're all sweating through our clothes already. He says something to the effect of my truck, my rules, to which I tell him either turn on the AC or pull over. Okay, you fucked up here. You fucked up. Turn on the AC or pull over. He's gonna pull over. You're challenging his manhood at this point. That's not gonna happen. You gotta just say, take me back home. I'm taking my own whip. That's what I say. If you really want to go to this event, this is what I would have done. Me personally, if this nigga's not turning the AC on, we're 15 minutes into the drive, I would have said, yo, take me back home real quick. I forgot something. And then I would get in my car and I'd ask the other two dudes in the back, like, hey, this motherfucker's not turning the AC on. Do you want to sit in my car and let's go together? I would have done that immediately on me. I don't give a fuck. 2 hours is not bad. I'll drive. I tell him either he can pull the truck over or I'm going to jump out and find another way home. He won't pull over for about 5 minutes. We're at a dead stop at a traffic light and we're right next to the edge of the road. I tossed my seatbelt off and jump out the truck and start heading back to the last gas station we passed. About 10 seconds later, I hear my two friends in the back seat jump out and start catching up to me. They're already on the fence about the event for the same reason that I was, and this was the last straw for both of them. We get back to the gas station that we just passed, call the Lyft to come and get us to take us home. He manages to make a U-turn and get to the gas station before the Lyft can pick us up, and is trying to tell us to get back in the truck, saying that he'll run the AC, we can still go, but at this point we're all pissed off and hot and felt nasty, so we just ended up getting the Lyft and leave. This is alright. First of all, you're not the asshole. Obviously, you're not the asshole. Like I said 5 minutes earlier, niggas jump on Reddit just to get their dick sucked from the comments. Oh, it infuriates me. But I want to get into the mind of the motherfucker who owns this truck. It's summertime. How dare you not turn the fucking AC on? First of all, this is an unfriendable situation for me. On Because I feel like this motherfucker, like, I feel like being considerate to others is a very important, like, thing. Like, not even just being considerate, just understanding the situation. You have four people in the car with you. If Even if it's your car, I feel like some things are like non-negotiable. Like, if you, as the driver, want to keep your window on, window open, I can't tell you shit. If your car, I can't tell you shit. If it's my car and I ask you to close the window, maybe I can say something, right? That's one. Two, on everything I love, right? On everything I love. There is no way on God's green earth that you, yeah, you have three other people in the car and refuse to turn the AC on, and the reason is we're gonna be there in the sun, so we might as well get used to it. That's the lamest excuse I've ever heard. It's a 2 hour drive. And then everybody is like frustrated. They're telling you to pull over or turn the AC on. You say, fuck it, I'm standing on it. I'm a grown man. You're not telling me what I'm doing in my car. And you don't let them out. Then they're waiting at the light. They said, all right, fuck it then. You're not letting me out. Then, nigga, I'm gone. And then you drive all the way back and concede and say, let's go anyway. I'll turn the AC on. It's too late. It's too late. Just swallow your pride and turn the AC on in the first place. It's summertime, nigga. I wish this nigga did this to me. I wish. First of all, I'm not just getting out the car. I might deadass just put the fucking shit in park. On God. Just put that shit in park, take my seatbelt off and get out. Put that shit in park, and then while he's fucking while he's trying to figure it out, I say, if you don't turn this AC on, I wouldn't give him a last chance. At that point, asking for 5 minutes to get pulled, bro, I'm getting out. Yeah, I'd be like, yo, let's get out of here and go back to the gas station. On me, I would do that. Yeah, this nigga's not the asshole at all. This motherfucker who's driving this truck gotta be the most inconsiderate piece of shit I've ever seen. Not the most, but like, come on, 2 hour drive, big bro, 2 hours. If I'm in the car for more than 2 minutes and the AC isn't on, I have a problem. You're talking about it's been 20 minutes. He picked you up and a couple other people up. We essentially ended up telling him that if he wanted to go, that he was going by himself, which he ended up not doing. Now he's blowing up our phones in the group chat, saying how we see. Now he's not even taking accountability. He insists that what we did was overly dramatic, but I feel like we just stood on business. Am I, or are we the obviously you're not the assholes. All right, we're not reading any of the comments. I hate the comments. Next up, I assume that this is a woman. It could be a man. Who knows? Am I the asshole for refusing to help my husband with the kids? Off rip, yes. I feel like you have to have a really, really good excuse for refusing this. Tired, lazy, no energy. I feel like those are not good enough excuses. You worked a 36-hour shift, that's not a good enough excuse. I, I feel like work or busyness or sick, actually sick. I seen sick right there. I didn't mean to look, but I seen sick. Sick might make some because you don't want to make the kids sick. But like I feel like you have to have a really good excuse. But let's read. For 2 days, I've been feeling horribly sick with flu-like symptoms. I ended up going to the ER yesterday afternoon. Crazy work. After me personally, 2 days, I gotta be bedridden for like a week before I go to the ER. Turns out I have tick-borne encephalitis. Okay, we're gonna look this bitch up real quick. Is a viral infectious disease involving the central nervous system transmitted of the bite. Oh, okay, so you got a tick bite. It's dead ass all over Asia and Europe. How the fuck did you get this? The number of reported increase in TB is concerning the number of so these motherfuckers might be in Europe. Okay, the cause. Remember the okay, first isolated. Okay, transmission. Oh, could be goat milk, raw milk, or cheese. What's the symptoms? Mortality depends on the subtype. Okay. Okay. All right, we learned something. Let's go back. Tick-borne encephalitis. Not fun to say the least. Couple that with not having slept or eaten since 14 of these niggas are in Europe for sure. 1400 the previous day, and I'm not doing well. While in the ER, my husband's 2 o'clock, I think. While in the ER, my husband, it took me like a couple of seconds, but while in the ER, my husband asked if I'd make a bottle for our son when I arrived home so he could feed him at night. Mind you, the bottles were all dirty, so I'd have to wash and fill a bottle potentially in the middle of the night upon arriving home. When I did arrive home at 6 the following morning, he asked me to help get the kids ready for school before I went to rest. I got upset with him, saying if the tables were turned, I'd never ask him for help if he was sick, let alone just come home from the emergency room. Okay, valid. All valid. He does work nights from home trying to build his mechanic business, but given that I was literally in the ER, I feel he should have managed his time better. Oh, so you both have good excuses. I should also mention he'll be gone the next 2 weekends away for concerts, so this is my last week to get healthy before being on my own for 2 weekends. It feels unfair, it feels grossly unfair to me, and he doesn't understand why I'm upset. He has a tendency of asking me to do things for him or the kids that he could easily do for himself. I mean, you're his wife. Or asking questions he could easily find the answer to on his own. You're his wife. I broke down crying the other day because I'm upset that nobody takes care of me, including myself. I'm so busy caring for my family, but they never care for me. You're a mother. Especially when I'm sick, I'm getting to the end of my rope. Am I the asshole for refusing to help? All right, let's break this whole thing down. I know I said all those things, but just hear me out. Let me explain. Let me explain. First, are you the asshole for refusing to help? I think yes. I think refusing to help is different. I feel like I'd have a conversation right there and then, and I'd be like, this is unacceptable. Like, if I just came out the hospital and, first of all, he works nights, so that means he was up all night, he's working long hours. It's difficult for him to do it as well. But I'd say, first of all, we're married, so we have to have this conversation. I say, hey, I just got out the fucking hospital and I've been sick for the last 2 days. You need to fucking step up and take care of me. Like, first of all, you should never ask your partner to take care of you, ever. If you ever have to ask, get out of that relationship. Because I feel as though it's not just love, it's just about like understanding. Like, if I'm sick or if you're sick and I'm not taking care of you, you're not taking care of me, like what are we doing here? Like, let's both just go our separate ways because there's no point in being in this relationship together. Other than that, right? If you look at the way that this guy is moving, he's also a busy person. So I'm not gonna kid him on that. And also the tendency to asking me to do things for him or asking you questions, I feel like this is a nothing thing. This we're ignoring this whole sentence. I feel like he doesn't have a valid enough excuse, but I understand where he's coming from. But at the same time, not only as a man, not only as a husband, not only as an adult, like you should understand like certain moments in your like if somebody's sick, you take care of them. It's not like you come back from the hospital and you're 100%. You might need a day to get back to 100 or maybe even get back to 80, 90% and then a couple of days later then you're at 100, right? That's one. Two, I feel like asking your wife to do things for you is not like wrong. Asking your husband to do things for you isn't wrong either. This is real difficult because I feel like you're not the asshole for refusing to help, but I feel like there should be a conversation that needs to be had. Like, it's real because like in my head, right? This guy's been busting his balls, working his ass off, trying to pay for these hospital. Actually, no, they're in Europe, so the hospital shit is free. But this motherfucker is busting his balls, working his ass off to pay shit off, right? That's one. And two, his wife's in the hospital, so he's trying to take care of her at the same time as well. But now that she's finally home, he thinks that after being fucking bogged down with 2 days of like real busyness, can you help out now that you're back home? I feel like that's what he's thinking, but like you should at least wait a day before you ask somebody who just came from the hospital, especially depending on the injury. You're just sick and you got the virus, you're good to go. I not you weren't just sick, but you were just sick. Like you could have broken your leg, you could have been in a car accident, you could have burned yourself. You know what I mean? It could have been a way more severe injury, and you could have been in the hospital for a lot longer. But I feel like the husband is an asshole. I feel like he's an asshole because yes, you were fucking busy as hell for those 2 days and had a lot on your plate for those 2 days, but still, you should take care of somebody's big, and it shouldn't be asked. It shouldn't be asked. So yeah, I'm siding with the wife on this one, or it could be, another man. Oh, this is quick. I'm not even gonna full screen for this one. Am I the asshole for telling my brother's fiance why he really missed her anniversary? Off rip, yes. You're the brother. You're the brother. I don't care if he's cheating. I don't care if he killed somebody. I don't care about none of that. You are the brother. You have no right to tell your brother's fiance information about him. I know women like to do some shit like that, but that's not it. That's not it at all. I feel like that's such a piece of shit move. But let's continue. My brother told his fiance he missed their anniversary dinner because he got called into work. I knew that wasn't true because he was with me at a baseball game. He begged me to not say anything. Oh, wait, what? He was with you at a baseball. So you like the fiance? This motherfucker is doubled. He begged me not to say. Why do you give a fuck if he's lying to his fiance? I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a dude, but I promise you I'm not saying nothing. That's not my business, first of all. That's not my relationship, second of all. Third of all, it's my brother. If I was with the fiance of my brother and the fiance lied to my brother, I'd tell. You're a fucking piece of shit. I don't need to read the rest of this. I have to. You're a piece of shit though. You're a fucking asshole. I have to see. I have to see. Somebody say asshole. Somebody say you're an asshole. Somebody say you're an asshole. Oh my god, Reddit just dick sucks you. All they do is dick suck. Let's. I knew that wasn't true because he was with me at a baseball game. He begged me not to say anything because he already lied and said it would only make things worse. A few days later, his fiance was talking about how lucky she was to have someone who cared so much about his job, and I couldn't keep my mouth shut. You're such a fucking bitch. All this pisses me off. You're breaking. I promise you, if you are my siblings and you break this, like, I don't care if I'm the worst person in the world. You cannot, like, unless you don't have a good relationship. Like, there's no. I don't give a fuck. Blood is thicker than water. I don't give a fuck. Finish the rest of that code. I don't give a fuck. That first. You're the brother. Are you dead ass? Are we dead ass? This is the biggest breach of contract I've ever seen in my entire life. In my entire. This is the worst thing ever. She immediately left and now their wedding's on hold. My brother said I ruined you did over one stupid lie. Yes. I think she deserved to know she was being lied to. No, she doesn't. My brother invited me to the game and I was unaware of their anniversary. He obviously fucking forgot. Or even if he didn't forget, who gives a fuck? It's his business. Otis just hitting me up. Oh, I promise you. First of all, our relationship severed. You're not my sibling no more. First of all. Second of all, you're not getting to know any of the people that I date ever again. Ever. I'm so hot right now. I'm so hot. This can't be real life. This just pissed me off, yo. Alright, another short one to end the video off. Last but not least, am I the asshole for getting my stepdaughter a Hogwarts letter for her 11th birthday? No, you're not the asshole. I've been married for 4 years. My wife had a daughter from a previous relationship. My stepdaughter, who's been obsessed with Harry Potter since before I met her. She literally asked me if I liked Harry Potter when I met her. English, Harry with a E-Y. I guarantee you there's somebody named Harry with this type of spelling these days. They always try to make some type of shit. But I guarantee you her 11th birthday was yesterday, and I arranged for a letter to be delivered during her birthday party, and it was an admittance letter for Hogwarts. It was her. Oh, so it's your stepdaughter. I thought it was a really cute gift idea. My stepdaughter started freaking out, screaming, "It's real! It's real!" Really went once, seemed to join in the excitement. Others less so. Her mother held her to calm down, as it wasn't real. It was just a joke. Stepdaddy played on you. What? She started crying, said she hated me, and ran to her room. The other parents seemed the same. One father said he thought it was a nice idea, but after we sent it, my wife yelled at me, said what I did was selfish and cruel, and she couldn't believe I would hurt her daughter like that. What the? 4 years? I would be out of here. I'm getting out. What the? What is this? This just turned like I'm confused. How is he the asshole in this situation? It's a, it's just a cute little joke. Not a joke, but like it's like Santa. Like I feel like you give her this on the birthday and then you say, "Hey, shit didn't work out. Sorry." But by the way, I'm not saying asshole, you're a grown man. Come on, yo. You're a grown ass man. Okay, you're a fucking dumbass. The 11-year-old should know without question Harry Potter is fake. Get the fuck out of my face. You had nothing but good intentions? Shut up. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. Your wife is the asshole. Who is 11 and thinks Hogwarts is real? Why did your wife call it a joke? I don't know what's going on here. I think the relationship is ass. 4 years, I would get out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would get out. I'm not gonna lie to you. 4 years, 4 years too long. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you like the video. And if you really like the video, make sure you hype the video. I don't know if I'm under that, but like it and hype it, bitch. Fuck, like, am I the asshole, baby? Subscribe. I think we had like 70 some subscribers right now. We trying to get to 100 by the end of the month. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's June. Am I going to get 100 subscribers by the end of the month? Likely not, but let's try anyways. Share the video, like the video, comment on the video multiple times, whatever you want to do. Peace.